Hey, good afternoon. Can you hear me? Hey, good afternoon. Just real quick, we need to start talking about this Thanksgiving menu. I need to make sure y'all get everything together. We need to go through the menu so everybody have all their dishes together. Okay, we're going through the menu this afternoon because today is the day you start cooking. Okay, today is the day that you start cooking. You start cooking and you start prepping the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. Okay. So today is Tuesday. Thanksgiving is Thursday. Everybody should be prepping. All right. Okay. So let's go through our prep for our Thanksgiving dinner. Okay. Now, if you're going to bake, you need to start baking today. Okay. If you're going to bake, okay. I'm baking 2 sweet potato pies. Okay, so I'm starting a day. Okay, I'm starting to bake my sweet potato pies today. All right. Okay, so you get your desserts out the way. You start baking whatever you're going to fix for dessert, you start today. Okay, and then tomorrow, I'm going to start making my dressing. I'm going to make my cornbread for my dressing. Cornbread for your dressing, you prepare it the day before so it can soak up all the good seasonings. And the next day, I'm going to make my dressing. Okay? I do not eat stuffing. I eat dressing. Okay? So we're gonna start our dressing tomorrow. Okay? We are going to saute our vegetables that we put in our dressing. Okay? The trio. What is the trio? I use a green trio. Okay. I personally use a green trio. I don't want to see none red or orange or yellow in my dressing. I use celery, green onions, and a green bell pepper. I chop them up very finely in my chopper and I saute them. This is very important. I want y'all to listen to this because this is important. Saute your vegetables, your trio, whatever your onions, bell pepper, celery. That's what I put in my dressing. First, you got to cook your cornbread. Do not, do not use Jiffy Mix cornbread. Okay? I'm going to say it again. Do not use Jiffy Mix cornbread to make your cornbread for your dressing. Get you some self-rising cornmeal. It will give you the instructions on the back of the bag on how to make homemade cornbread. Okay? Y'all got it? All right. So we sauteing our veggies that we put in our dressing. We do not want crunchy dressing. We do not want to eat our dressing and crunch on a piece of celery that has not been sauteed. Okay? So that's your prep. Get all your veggies chopped up, your trio for your dressing. Make your cornbread. That's what you do tomorrow. You get your cornbread made, you get your veggies sauteed, you put all that together, put it in the container, and let it, sit overnight. You mix everything up. However you fix your dressing. Okay, however you fix your dressing. That's up to you. However you fix your dressing. Okay, everybody do this a little bit different. But the one thing that we are gonna do the same, we're gonna saute them vegetables that we put in that dressing. We gonna do that. And we not gonna use no Jiffy Mix cornbread. We are not gonna have no sweet dressing. All right. So however you do that, that's how you do it. Okay. Your greens, get your greens ready. If you're doing your greens, get your greens ready. If you're gonna put you some smoked turkey necks or smoked wines in there, go ahead and look, boil them turkey necks, them wines, whatever type of meat you gonna put in your greens. I do smoked turkey necks. I boil mine because I like to get that extra salt off of them, because smoked turkey necks are salty. So I boil mine, pour that water off. I put a little bit of pinch of that turkey broth in my greens, but not a lot. And I pull that meat off that bone and put that in my greens. Everybody cook their collards different. However you cook yours, that's how you cook yours. I simmer mine in the crock pot. Okay, that's how I cook mine. You cook yours the way you cook yours. I cook mine the way I cook mine. But make sure you clean them. Okay, make sure you clean them. Okay, make sure you clean even if you get the ones that are pre-cleaned and chopped from Kroger in that bag. Wash them off. All right. All right. We got any questions? Any questions? Any questions? So today is Tuesday. We are prepping. Okay, so that means whatever you get your pies, your cakes, whatever. Now, last week you should have got your house in order. You should have started your deep cleaning last week. Okay, you should have started your deep cleaning last week. You should have got your laundry out the way this weekend. You should have had your deep cleaning done. I mean, wash your baseboards, clean all your tables, dust, mop, sweep, wipe down everything, especially if you having company. Do not have nobody come over your house and it's not clean, especially your bathrooms. Okay? Your bathrooms and your kitchen. Okay? Make sure you have plenty of toilet paper, paper towel. Okay? If you having company, make sure your house is clean. Make sure everything is clean. Your cabinets wiped down, especially if you have white cabinets. I can't stand to go to somebody's house and they white cabinets are nasty. Your stove, your refrigerator, make sure you cleaned out the inside of your refrigerator. Make sure you cleaned it out because you're going to have to put your leftovers in your fridge for after Thanksgiving. So make sure everything is tidy if you having company. I did all my cleaning last week. I'm still doing a little bit now. I'm wiping down my dining room. I'm getting my, everything, taking everything on my glassware, wiping it down, making sure it's shiny and everything, okay? So that's what we doing. We making sure everything clean. Okay, I put up all my fall decor. I put out some of my hey, call me darling. I'm just giving y'all the prep, the Thanksgiving prep. I'm just giving y'all the Thanksgiving prep, okay? We're just going through the Thanksgiving prep. Okay, so I want everything to be clean and y'all, y'all prepping, y'all getting y'all meals ready if you having company. Me myself, I like to have my own food at home. I might go to somebody's house, but I like to come home and have my own food. I like my own food. I like to come home and have my own food. I like to watch my Christmas movies and eat me a piece of sweet potato pie and rub my feet together. So I like to have my own food. And then that Friday, I like to get up about 11 after Thanksgiving and fix me a leftover plate. So I cook my own food at home. I don't care if I am going by somebody's house. Okay? All right. So we got that. We got our prep down. We got everything down. Today is Tuesday. We are prepping. I'll be going to my mother's house. I don't have too much. Okay, to do. Oh, anything. Well, good. Good. All right. So we prepping for today. So I'm prepping. I got you know, boil my sweet potatoes because I boil my sweet potatoes. Some people put theirs in the oven, but I do my sweet potato pies like my mama used to cook hers. She used to boil hers. So I boil mine. I'm ready to peel them off. And I'm ready to put them in my mixing bowl and get those strings and strands out of them. Do not cook your sweet potato pies and have them strings all in there. Y'all make sure y'all get them strings out of them sweet potatoes before you mix up the rest of the ingredients for your sweet potato pies, okay? All right. So we prepping today. We making sure the house clean. We prepping today. Cause see, Thanksgiving morning, I want to get up. and just have to dress my Cornish hens and put them in the oven for a couple of hours. That's all I really want to do. And do my mac and cheese and some deviled eggs. Everything else I want, and make me some gravy and my cranberry sauce. And then I'm ready to eat by 2 after I get through watching the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade. Okay? Okay, so we getting there. We getting everything situated. We got the house clean. We prepping the day. All right. Now we're gonna talk about macaroni and cheese. Okay. We're gonna talk about the macaroni and cheese. Let me go back to the sweet potato pies. I've been watching people on TikTok. I've been watching these young ladies on TikToks make their sweet potato pies. And they've been adding every extra thing in there. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you. They've been adding everything in them sweet potato pies that shouldn't be in there. You do not need no orange extract in your sweet potato pies. And no lemon extract. Get you some vanilla extract, and that's all you need. And y'all put y'all a half a teaspoon of flour in your sweet potato pie so they won't be sinking in the middle of that crust. Okay? You need you a little flour so they rise a little bit and they have some consistency and stay together. And another thing about your sweet potato pies, I'm going to tell y'all, your crust. I see this a lot. And we got to do better, y'all. We got to do better. Your pie crust, whichever one you like to buy, Pillsbury. I prefer Pillsbury pie crust. I do not like my sweet potato pies in no deep dish crap crust. Y'all get you a fork, punch you a couple of holes in them pie crusts. Put them in the oven just for about maybe 2 or 3 minutes. Let them brown lightly. So they won't be gummy when you put that pie filling in them pie crusts. I can't stand the cut into a pie and the crust on the bottom is gummy and light. It take about 2, don't leave them in there long, just let them get lightly brown. And then you put your pie crust filling in there. Okay? Okay. Yeah, call me darling, they experiment. All you need in your sweet potato pies. I'm going to tell you. I've been eating them for 60 years now. And I've been cooking them for about 40. And I wouldn't tell you nothing wrong. The key is with the sweet potato pies, you got to taste it as you go. So you're going to have a cup of sugar. You're going to have a half a cup of brown sugar. The more brown sugar you put in there, the darker your pie is going to be. So that's up to you. You can have you some nutmeg, some vanilla extract, a couple of eggs, stick of butter, and some milk. Canned milk. I even see the girls using sweet milk, carnation sweet milk. You don't need all that sugar in your pies like that. You already gonna add sugar. If you're gonna use the sweet milk, don't add the sugar, y'all. And that carnation sweet milk make them even thicker. My friend makes purple Jack. Okay. Oh, sweet potato pies. Okay. Good morning. I'm just trying to make sure we all on point for the holiday. Today is the day you start prepping. You should have got your house together last week, got your lunch. Everything in your house should be clean right now. Today we prepping. And we doing our pies and our cakes or whatever sweets we baking today. All right. So we got the sweet potato pie down. So I want to talk about the macaroni and cheese. And then I'm going to have to go. Let's talk about the macaroni and cheese. Now I know over the years this had been a big debate about the macaroni and cheese. If you put an egg in it, or if you don't put an egg in it, you put eggs in it or you don't. You know you're gonna do your noodles, your macaroni noodles. You're gonna do your elbow noodles, whatever. You're gonna boil them real good. Make sure they tender. However you want to do it. I put a little salt in mine too. You can do your roux. I know the new thing is to do the roux, melt all the cheese together, add the milk, and now people adding a little sour cream in there, and they doing all this, but I do the mild sharp, I do the extra sharp, and I do some Gouda, and that's all I do, and me some milk and egg. The egg gives it consistency, y'all. It helps it stay your macaroni and cheese stay together. How you ever went and cut into some macaroni and cheese and it just all fell apart? Now you can do your roux, or you can layer your cheese on top of your macaroni. However you want to do it. I'm house hopping and taking a couple of dishes. I know that's right. I know that's right. I know that's right. But I like that. So you gonna bring a couple of dishes home, woman of well? You gonna bring some plates home? Cause I like to get up Friday morning and fix me a leftover plate. I ain't gonna even hold you, baby. About 11 o'clock on Friday morning, before I go out, baby, I get me a nice little plate. Okay, I get me a nice little plate. You make yours just like okay. Some people have something against putting an egg in there. I don't know, but that's the way my mama taught me how to do it, and I've been doing it for about 40 years now. A egg goes in the macaroni, y'all, in the mixture of the macaroni, and however you want to put your little pepper and salt or whatever you want to put in there. But an egg definitely goes in there. Okay, an egg definitely goes in there. All right. And whatever dish you put it in, you're gonna need to line that dish. I line my dish with some butter so it won't stick. You don't want your macaroni and cheese. You want it to be moist, but you still want it to be able to hold together. And you want it cheesy. You can put much cheese in it as you want. But that sharp is gonna give it that extra sharp is gonna give it that kick with a little bit of that Gouda. Oh, baby, baby. Okay. Okay. So that's how you do it. And then to give it a little twist, give it a little cuteness to it, sprinkle you a little parsley on top of it when it's done. Oh, baby, what you talking about? So I want to know, what do y'all prefer, the roux or the layering of the cheese? The roux, and when I say the roux, that's when you put all the cheeses together with some milk and you mix it and let it melt, and you just mix it in with your noodles. These young folks are totally changing the recipes. Yeah, they also put 10 different seasons in them, and yes, all them different cheeses. All you need is sharp, y'all. Cheddar sharp. Y'all, you need is sharp. Okay, you like yep, that's how I do mine. I layer mine. That's the way I was taught. I layer mine. I layer mine. That's the way I was taught. So that's what I do. I get the block cheeses and I shred my cheese. I layer mine. So, but I want to. We layer girls or we roux girls. So I'm a layer girl. Okay. So woman of wealth, we lay our cheese. Okay. The new folk talking about the roux. The new folk talking about the roux. Okay. So that's what we gonna do. And then I'm gonna go back to the dressing. I'm gonna go back to the dressing. This is one of my pet peeves. I already told y'all about the crunchy vegetables in the dressing, the trio. I like a green trio in my dressing: celery, green onions, and a green bell pepper. But I saute my stuff. It don't be crunchy. Now, once you mix your dressing up and fix it the way you want to fix it, because I know some people like to, put the chicken and all that in it, and that's fine. However you want to cook it. But this is what I'm gonna tell y'all: when you get ready, you put that dressing in that oven. You cannot just let that dressing brown on the top, y'all. You got to stir through your dressing. You do not want no white dressing. You got to stir your dressing up and make sure it's moist. And you can keep it moist by adding you a little bit of butter to it. I like my dressing to be moist. I don't like my dressing to be hard and lumpy. I don't want it to be runny, but I like for it to be moist. Okay? Okay, so here we go. Woman of Wealth son is a chef, y'all. Here we go. So we got some expertise. My son is a chef, and I told him to layer the cheese, and there, okay, and I need to see the milk. Yes, peeping through. Yes, and bake. Yep, and milk. Because if you don't, it's gonna be dry. You want to see that milk bubbling a little bit. You want to see it bubbling a little bit. When I cook mine, I'm gonna take a picture of it and I'm gonna show it to y'all. But I want us to stir our dressing up. Now I'm gonna tell you how to get your dressing brown all the way through. It's a trick that my mama taught me. Get you some paprika. 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 It has no taste to it. You're not gonna taste it in your dressing. Trust me, I've been doing this. It's going to help you brown your dressing all the way through. The dressing is going to have the same brownness all the way through. And it's not going to be brown on the top and white on the inside. And it's going to help cook it all the way through. Okay? And no sage in the dressing. Baby, because some people will sage the hell out of some dressing. You hear me? Y'all. So those are the things I wanted to go over. So we are not using Jiffy Mix cornbread for our dressing. Y'all hear me? We are not using Jiffy Mix cornbread for our dressing. The instructions on how to make cornbread is on the bag of the self-rising cornmeal mix. It's on the back of the bag, y'all. Cornbread is not hard. Girl, my just say yes. Love to put that sage in it. Yes. I am a traditional cook. I don't steer away from nothing that my mama used to do, what I was taught. I don't steer away from it. Every time I try something different, it don't turn out right. So I'm a traditional cook. Okay? So we are not using that Jiffy Mix cornbread. For all my young people, the instructions, making cornbread is not hard, y'all. Making cornbread is not hard. If you get the self-rising cornmeal mix, it's on the back of the bag. It's on the back of the bag. It ain't hard. You just need some eggs, some water. It ain't hard, y'all. Okay? So go ahead and make your cornbread the day before you make your dressing. And get everything all mixed up. And let everything soak. But it is not hard to make homemade cornbread. I want us to stop using that Jiffy Mix. Every time I see them girls on TikToks using that Jiffy Mix, it made me sick on the stomach. Now, let's talk about, let me see. Yep, I use cream of celery and cream of milk. Yep, I sure do. I sure do. Yep, I do. I do. I sure do. Yep, I do. I use the celery. I don't do the mushroom, but I do use the cream of celery. And sometimes I may put a little cream of chicken in it. But I taste it as I go because you got to remember those soups are salty. So you got to taste your food as you go. Especially if you're a person who don't want to take in a lot of salt. Those cream of celery and that cream of chicken and that cream of mushroom, they're salty. So, and I already used the broth, and the broth has enough seasoning on. So I taste my stuff as I go to make sure it's not over salted. I taste it as I go because I messed up one year and took my mama a plate, and baby, you best believe she talked about me. She said, She said, and this was the year. This was the year I had left my ex. And let me tell you how my mom is. Let me tell you how old folk is. They so shady. She said, She said, yeah. She said, everything tastes good, but you put too much salt. You put too much salt in this dressing. You gotta watch your salt. You put too much salt, but I understand. I know you going through something. She said, she said, I know you going through something. You probably weren't paying attention and you cook what you were doing. But next time, watch your salt. God dog it. Oh Lord, honey. I will miss my mom. I miss my mama, honey. That last Thanksgiving she was with me, I took her a plate. And she was getting to the point where she couldn't feed herself. And I wasn't feeding her fast enough. She's like, hurry up, girl, give me some more of that dressing. Oh, that was that was back in 20 when I left him in 2019. That first Christmas I had cooked and I took my mama a plate, honey, and I had used too much salt. Baby, she sure let me know, baby. She sure let me know. So you have to be careful and just taste your food, to your liking. Just taste it. Don't I taste as I go, and to make sure that it's on point. But yeah, y'all. So that's what we doing for Thanksgiving, y'all. That's our Thanksgiving. Those are the rules for Thanksgiving. Okay, so everybody straight. Um, whatever I don't do turkey. I'm not a turkey girl. When I was married, I would do Cornish hens and that turkey breast ham from Honey Bank Ham. But we don't eat all that meat like that anymore. So I do Cornish hens. I like Miller Cornish hens. They're a little greasy. They're a little fatty, but they be good, baby. You hear me? Them doggone Cornish hens be so good. Ooh, I can't wait. I can't wait. Okay, you do duck dressing. I have a friend that likes duck dressing. Yeah, I've never had it before, but I heard it's good. Yeah, you booze, you woman to whip that duck dressing. But the cranberry sauce. Let's talk about the cranberry sauce. Do y'all make y'all cranberry sauce or y'all get y'all that ocean spray cranberry sauce in the can? Do you like the whole berries or do you like the gel cranberry sauce? I prefer, you see, okay, you love Cornish hens. Okay. Yeah, I love me some Cornish hens, y'all. I love Cornish hens. Yes, I love me a Cornish hen. So Kroger's had them on sale, y'all. Kroger's had Cornish hens. I got two for like 10.99. I've been had my meat because I grocery shop earlier. Very flavorful. Yes. I heard duck was good. I heard it was good. I used to have a neighbor all the time that used to cook duck for Christmas and Thanksgiving. I heard it was good. So what we doing for the cranberry sauce, y'all? I do not know how to make. I'm not gonna say. My sister told me how to make cranberry sauce, and I probably could make it, but I'm just afraid it's not gonna turn out like that ocean spray berry cranberry sauce that I love so much. Y'all, I have to have me some cranberry sauce. I have to have my cranberry sauce, okay? I like the berry cranberry sauce. And I make me some homemade gravy. We're gonna make some gravy. And we're gonna have us some dinner rolls. Okay. We're gonna have us some dinner rolls. Make some devil eggs. I don't do potato salad because we really don't like potato salad no more. Like, we won't eat it like that. So we do devil eggs. So yeah, y'all, that's it. I just want to come on and get started today. Today is the day you prep. No one in my family likes. Really, y'all don't like cranberry sauce? Call me darling. I ain't never heard nobody say they ain't like a little cranberry sauce on the side of their dressing. Oh, baby, I got to have my cranberry. If I have leftovers and I ain't ran out of cranberry sauce, baby, I got to go get me another can of cranberry sauce. I cannot do it. Oh, baby, I got to have my cranberry sauce. That's a must. That's a must. Yeah, I gotta have it. I like cranberry sauce. You have to slice it. Okay, and not dip. Yes. Don't you hate that cranberry sauce to be all toe up and be all toe up? I like to get the berry cranberry sauce. That's the one that I get. I get the berry one, the ocean spray cranberry sauce. So yeah, y'all, just want to come on here and tell y'all to get started. I am gonna do a live, y'all. It's 2 hours by. Yes, baby, I cannot. Baby, I got if come Friday or come Saturday. Now I'm done with it. Saturday is the last day I'll eat Thanksgiving. I'm done with it on Saturday. Come Sunday, I'll be wanting something else. But that Friday, when I get up, I fix me a plate before I run out. Cause like this year, I'm going Nordstrom's pretty much giving away stuff. So I'm going to the Nordstrom sale Friday. So I'm gonna get up, fix me a plate before I go. And then when I get to Nordstrom's, I'm gonna give me one of them almond lattes and sashay around Nordstrom's like the rich black woman that I am. Looking for some deals. So, but by Saturday, I'm through. I'm through with it though. By Saturday, I'm through with the leftovers. I'm through with it. But yeah, y'all. So I am going to do. I've started decorating. So I got I'm doing real minimum Christmas decor. So I haven't pulled the tree out yet, but I did do my entryway. I did my breakfast bar area. I did my bar cart. I haven't put too much in the dining room yet, but I'm starting to do my decor. So, but Thursday, not Thursday, maybe Friday night, I'm gonna go live on this channel, and we're gonna get the tree together, y'all. We're gonna get the tree together. I may start on this channel, and then I'm gonna go over to my Patreon so we can talk shit while I put the tree up Saturday night. So I'm gonna start on this channel, and then we're gonna go over to Patreon and finish putting the tree up. And I'm gonna fix a signature. I usually do a signature Christmas drink every year. Like one year I did Tito's cranberry juice, pineapple juice, and I had rosemary in it and cranberries. It was really good. I gotta find that recipe, but I usually do a signature holiday drink, um, adult beverage every year. So I may do one of those Friday night while I put the tree up. And then we're gonna start over here on my channel, but then we're gonna cut it off and go to Patreon so we can talk shit on Patreon. Let me see. Okay, you picking up some poinsettias. Okay. You know what? I hadn't had none of them in a while. I may get me a couple. I I want some white ones. You know, Home Depot will probably have them on sale, but we ain't supposed to be going to Home Depot like Target. But okay. I want some white ones. I'm gonna see if I can find me some white ones. Okay, you almost finished with your tree. And y'all, I've been watching a lot of Christmas decor videos, and I've been noticing that the girls aren't really putting a lot of decor on their trees. They're just lighting them up. They were getting those ones from Home Depot pre-lit, and they're just lighting them up. But mine is from Walmart. It's a flock tree. So I'm gonna pull it out. I'm gonna pull it out Friday morning, and then I'm gonna start messing with it Friday afternoon, Friday night, and we'll go live. We'll go live and get the tree together. But yeah, y'all, just want to jump on and tell y'all happy holidays. And I talk to y'all. Just want to make sure we got all the food prep, the house clean. And if you go to somebody's house, make sure you take something. Don't be going to nobody's house empty handed. Okay, go by the store and get a bottle of red wine. Red wine is the signature wine to go with Thanksgiving meal. A Thanksgiving meal is red wine, okay? Do not go to nobody's house without nothing. Go by somewhere, get a pie, get a piece of cake or something, and take to them folk house, okay? All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have enjoy the rest of y'all day. All right. Bye.